So this here is the chained, bound, and physically dead form of Islach Astralborn. The Star Titan, who is... Well, let me put it to you this way. The scribes bound and defeated Islach, and with its bound and physically dead form, made this. Some of you may recall earlier that I mentioned that the Book of Rites is made, you know, it's introduced as being made from an unfamiliar material. It's the tanned hide of Islach Astralborn, which is pretty hardcore, in my personal opinion. I'm gonna swipe away some of these cobwebs. But, Islach is no small fry. Definitely big business. And I'll... that is important for reasons that everyone will soon see. But let's chat with Jodariel really quickly before we get into that. Are you afraid of me? So to elaborate on that bit about people who remain in the downside, demons, which is what Jodariel is, demons in the world of Pyre are the result of humans that have been in the downside too long. It's implied that it has to do with a loss of hope or exhaustion or something like that. You know, life in the downside gets to a human and they start to grow horns, and they become physically larger, tougher, stronger, and their personality shifts to kind of be harsher, etc. and so forth. That is what happened to Solia Mur, the first scribe, who I will not get into because that's getting a little too far into the lore, but Solia Mur was the demon scribe. So Jody wishes to know if you fear her. Since I am reproducing my canon playthrough, my reader must admit that she can be a bit intense, and as the flavor text says, you are very much aware that she could snap you like a twig at any point. So I'm not sure if that means she lost the debuff that she got from being in Flagging Hands, or if, like, she lost -1 hope. So does that mean she gained +1 hope? Let me check in the common room, because I'm actually curious. Yes, low morale, so I did actually hurt her feelings there. I guess I'll chat with Falcon Ron. Hi, Falcon Ron. How much money do I have? 74 soul. Soul even the playing field a little bit. Yeah, Ron just kind of has a bare inkling about the rights. That thing you're going to tonight. He wasn't scared. He was letting you guys know that you should be scared. Hey there. Witchwood Milithe of the Withdrawn. Compelled by sinister forces rather than by freedom. I hate the Withdrawn, they scare me. So I mentioned that I had a crazy idea a little bit ago. We're no longer at the cairn of Ha'ud, so I'll get rid of old shacks. We are, however, at the Pit of Milithe, which, as I mentioned, is the resting place of the physical form of Yslock Astralborn. Which, in my earlier videos, I mentioned is the most intense Titan Star. Yslock Astralborn basically makes the whole match just harder. The enemy team's AI is better, and it's a lot faster. I tried it once before, as I mentioned, and it was a disaster. But since I've made it clear that I am very good at this game on True Nightwing Mode, and it's only going to get harder from here, I want to take the opportunity to illustrate the influence of Yslock Astralborn and make things a bit more interesting since I've just been winning so soundly so far.
Yslock Astralborn.
I'll take dullness off. There's nothing that pairs well with Yslock. If I could get away with just having Yslock up, I would. Maybe I'd keep Sungris up as well, but so the Tattered Mantle is a Titan Star that also doesn't have a permanent resting place, but it has a location it's more associated with, which is why I hesitate to choose it, as per my usual house rule. But I really don't want to let them have that extra stamina, especially because of Yslock's influence, and I don't want to take that additional Pyre damage, because that would just make it even more unfair. I'll keep dullness up.
Dullness, the locket.
Okay, especially because he was banished in Black Basin. Oh, right, Harn was banished in Flagging Hands. Okay, I guess
Singer Harn.
I guess by my own house rule, I have to choose hard. Oh god. Okay. We're gonna win, okay? We're gonna win. They speak it into being. I know everyone who's watching this will be watching it after I've recorded this, but lend me your energy. Give me your vibes. Oh god.
Made it all the way to the detestable Pit of Milithe.
Milithe. I thought it was pronounced that way.
Doing so, of course, you have disturbed your ancient adversaries.
We just met.
The Withdrawn.
They're not my ancient adversaries, we just met.
The deranged witch who leads them has big plans in store, should she prevail in all this. Now, as you know, I normally would wish you a shameful defeat. But in this case, I wish you a little bit of luck.
Gives you an idea of how bad the Withdrawn are when the voice roots for you instead. Rookie, you absolute king.
Follow.
Soup? Soup, anyone?
Now we shall get started.
Okay. So they gotta be fast, and they're not gonna stop being fast. Okay. You guys know that I'm usually a very offensive player, but in this case I really need to play defensively. And I am so much more willing to take a somewhat weaker offensive approach to make sure that my Pyre doesn't get hit. Okay. How do I want to do this?
Anytime.
Oh, don't rush me! Jackass. Seems like it was glowing, so I wanted to get rid of the, get rid of that. In case there was, like, new information that I didn't want to go over right now. Okay. So what I'm thinking right now is I definitely want Jody and Tizo on the field. Their defensive auras are going to keep my Pyre burdened bright. And if by no other means than just holding down the fort. Well, Hedwyn's mastery here means that we get faster stamina. And he is an all-around player, but if I want any hope of shutting these guys down, I need some serious offensive power. Which then, when I consider how badly I'm going to need that offensive power, makes me want to put both Ruki and Faye on the field. Because their speed, especially Faye's glory, the damage that she deals, it's really not something, and especially now that I have Jomir's Fang, those are both useful offensive abilities. Okay. I'm gonna stop thinking about it. I'm going to make sure that I have strong defense while also making sure that my offensive abilities are definitely kitted out. So I'm gonna put Tizo up, and I'm gonna put Ruki and Faye on the flanks.
Ruki. Faye.
I just have to be really fast on my feet and really, really ready to move. Oh, Candidate Milithe. Okay, here we go.
Begin.
See what I mean? Come on, come on.
Oh, so close. Oh, poor Ruki.
Come on, play defensive, come on.
Meddlesome youth.
Crap,
Simply
crap.
Best laid plans do oft to go awry.
I hope that this is a lot more interesting for you all.
Quite the close call there, no?
Oh, come on. Not quite. Yeah, I noticed that, Mr. Voice Man.
move.
Cool, cool, cool.
They plunge into the pyre.
Okay. I should have to keep doing that.
That's it.
What?
You left yourselves wide
I thought I had the orb. I thought I had the orb.
Tizo banished.
I timed that very wrong. Oh my god.
Against that flame.
Just jumped back and forth trying to catch it. Okay, we're playing defensively.
Spectacular! The withdrawn, banished to the last. Get out, Tizo.
I really hope you guys are enjoying this, because I'm not. I'm good at video games. I'm good at video games. I'm so good at video games. No! Stop being better at video games than me. The problem is that they are video games. Oh, that was an incredible jump.
None left unscathed. The imp did it.
Well, at least they're under 100.
The orb. There goes the witch Udmilda. A shameful outcome.
I don't even know how that happened.
And it is done. The withdrawn prevail. Accomplished effortlessly, I might add.
No, you don't really need to add that, Mr.
Perhaps your
Voiceman.
fortune shall be better next time.
But this is not the end. The game is like, listen, losing's okay. We, Supergiant Games, worked really hard to make a game where losing was okay. Don't save scum. Valuable, oh yes, valuable lesson. A rush of enlightenment that you get for losing, but you only get it once. Oh, jeez.
Boundless are the teachings of the scribes. Something's awakened in the moon-touched girl.
So Faye's ranked up, and that's the most important thing. So this is the mastery that I really wanted to have, because Faye's excellent mobility is stifled by the charge-up time to her sprints and jumps, which are now no longer there.
From the rope collar.
So the rope collar is not a scribe. He is actually the villain of the lore, which is something that I have criticisms about because of the autistic/neurodivergent coding of the Moon Touched. But I'm not going to get into that in this video.
Until the next right.
So that was the Star of Eastlock Astralborn, and I hope that that was a more interesting match for you to watch than the others were, even though I was defeated quite soundly. So we'll wrap up this aftermath, and that will be the end of this particular recording session. Rather embarrassingly. Ouch.
Aiutare, frati.
Va alla rechischiera.
Monta per Taros. Kamravens. Ligaratus.
Magania Filifasi?
Ma furtadira. Satraverunta.
And where are we going next? Ores, the Azure Star.
Solametan.
Che cramata.
Certame Fakrem.
Yukare Kamta.
Premiscavas.
Kirsa.
Tamagraje.
Big Bertrudes.
Allure Sirta.
So, we have experienced our first defeat. Mostly because I stacked the odds against me. Hopefully you all got to enjoy that particular loss. I'm not going to save scum as I promised. It's not even possible for me to do so because it's True Nightwing Mode. I can see that there is a conversation for us to have, but I'm going to wait until the next video to do that. I'm going to be out all of this weekend, and I'll be back come around Sunday. Once again, cannot promise that I will have anything out in any particular order, but I'm going to try to make sure, again, that I get at least something up once per week. I've found that these recording sessions are relatively easy to put together, don't take a lot of effort, and so I think I should be able to stick to that roughly once a week schedule pretty well. That being said, as always, likes and subscriptions are appreciated. Comments are also very, very appreciated. I always love getting any kind of feedback or response to anything that I do. So if you have thoughts, questions, concerns, if you want to make fun of me for being bad at video games, I welcome it. It's what I do, it's what I am. So again, if you appreciated it, give me a like. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button, and comments and anything else are appreciated. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Happy Valentine's Day weekend. Make sure that you tell someone that you love them, as long as you mean it, and have a wonderful day.